Pleasure to welcome Dr. Al Johnson, internist, to the Good Morning Show on this looming doctor shortage and possible solutions. Dr. Johnson, good morning.
Good morning.
The astonishing number I'm seeing here that there could be 52,000 doctors saying I'm out of here because of restrictions in the Affordable Care Act. Can that be right?
Well, not exactly. They're saying that just because of the population expansion and the need that by 2025 there'll be 52,000 physician shortages. But right now, the concern is just access to some of the specialties in rural areas or underserved areas, and telemedicine can fill in that gap so that in the rural area, a doctor that has a particular problem with a patient that's not being solved can call in to a center where they have specialists and get input.
Okay. But it is true, and I know what you're saying. There's going to be more demand, more potential patients, but there are some doctors that are also getting out. So you add those two together, and we end up with a potentially rather severe shortage. How does telemedicine work? Suppose that you have a patient who needs some serious care. What can you do over the phone?
Well, serious care is a problem over the phone. If they need to be seen and actually have hands-on care, then they need to be seen in the doctor's office or at the emergency room. However, there's people that have, fever, just not feeling well.
Run-of-the-mill stuff, yeah.
Right. That's where they're projecting that telemedicine can fill in, save time and effort. There's some real stumbling blocks to it right now. Some states require that you set up and see the patient face-to-face before you prescribe anything for that patient. Once you've done that, then you can follow up with them and know that patient. Other states, you don't have to have that, but then there's the reimbursement situation. How does the doctor get paid for that? Because that's not set up either. And then what do you do if the patient's not in your state? Because right now doctors are licensed by state, and in order to see a patient in another state, then you're supposed to have a license in that state unless you've seen them in your state first. Well, like I described, then they're your patient.
Why, Dr. Johnson, is an ER visit so enormously expensive? I saw a stat here that a typical office visit, you're talking in the neighborhood of $150, give or take. An ER visit is more like $1,500 to $3,000. Why is that? I mean, I understand if there's trauma care or something, but suppose somebody goes in there because they're sick, that they would normally go to an office visit for. What's the difference in cost?
Well, the difference is that there's two rates in medicine. There's the hospital rating scale and then the physician rating scale, and it's always been that way, which never made any sense to me because you may get the same service, or you do get the same service, the same machine, the same type of technician, but the cost may be 10 times higher. But that's the way it's been set up for years and years, and the way it's been maintained. And the hospitals like that just fine, don't they? They got the charge master. They got the charge master back in the files, and they like that number. All right. Exactly. Thank you, Dr. Johnson. Great to have you with us, Dr. Al Johnson, internal medicine specialist.